everyone, it's Sophie from Shut Eye here. Good to see you all again. Today we're talking about going back to school, not for you, but for your kids, as we're coming to the close of the summer holidays. So congratulations if you've managed to survive without killing each other and that you have managed to create a 5-6 weeks full of exciting and educational and stimulating activities for your children without drowning yourself in too much wine or gin or whatever your tipple is. So yeah, the wind down from the summer holidays and into school is happening right now. So I wanted to share a couple of tips with you just around sleep. And you may have thought about this, you may not, but obviously your child's going back to school and I imagine sleep has been a little bit more relaxed since they've been on the summer holidays. So there's a couple of ways that you can approach sleep going back to school in September, and that's either to rip the plaster off and just go straight in for, earlier bedtimes, waking up earlier in the morning, or whatever it may, how it may affected your children, or you can ease them back in gently. And I think that most kids will probably like the easing in gently approach. And so for me to kind of share that with you, what I would recommend is just be mindful of the time that they're waking up in the morning and the time that they're going to bed at the moment. And to approach it in a very similar way to how I talk about daylight saving, when the clocks are going back and forward, that to try and ease it in. So if bedtime has been an hour later, 2 hours later, whatever it is, think about the point where you are now and the point that you want to get to and the time in between. So maybe a week, might be even a little bit more. You might want to start this transition and just start going to bed a little bit earlier. It might be 10 minutes a day, it might be 15 minutes a day, or it could be 15 minutes earlier over a couple of days, and then the next 2 days another 15 minutes earlier than that, really to ease them in. And then your child hopefully won't notice too much that they're being asked to go to bed a little bit earlier. What you can do, I always find that stretching out the bedtime routine in terms of perhaps the bath or the story reading is a really nice way to kind of get them in bed earlier without sort of rushing everything. So just think, okay, well, we're going to go up early. We might take a little bit longer to read stories just to help them wind down a little bit, and include that sort of 15 minutes there. So maybe an extra long book, something like that. But yeah, that should help. And then the same in the mornings, it's gradually waking them up earlier and earlier, because the last thing that you want is for them to be going back to school completely knackered. They're probably not going to want to go back to school. Maybe they're having too much fun with you guys at home in the summer. So yeah, we definitely don't want them going back into school grumpy and not up for it, because we want them to be alert, super alert and learning, and having energy to learn and to play with all their mates when they get back. So yeah, easing it in nice and gently, shifting the sleep pattern a little bit forward. And probably I'd say another thing that's just kind of popped into my head is around TV and screen time. I'm sure totally fine, but you've been a bit more relaxed around TV and screen time over the summer, especially with the rainy summer that we've had. There's probably been a lot of indoor time that we weren't expecting. Just be mindful of TV and screen time first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I have a 1 hour blue light rule, and it's called blue light because it's kind of the screen emits a blue light. No TV in the hour on the run up to bedtime, and no TV in the hour when they wake up in the morning. That's to help their sleep hormones, melatonin, regulate and get them to sleep and not make them wake up too early in the morning as well. So that's top tip number 2. No TV in the hour on the lead up to bed and the hour waking up in the morning. Well done for getting through to the end of the summer holidays. Enjoy your break when the kids go back to school. I hope you found those tips useful, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.